Hey everyone, welcome back to Drone News Now. Welcome to Drone U HQ, where we cover the news that no one else seems to cover. In our first piece of news, the Drone Dominance Program, as many of you know, is the program by the US government to rapidly scale up manufacturing of military drones. I mean, this still means drones the size of a Mavic 4. But what's interesting about the Drone Dominance Program is we're quickly learning who's capable of building these drones on their own. Many of these drone manufacturers are using parts from other suppliers like Orca in Croatia. But there is one new player to the game that I think is worth talking about. SpaceX seems to be eyeing entry into drone manufacturing. This article, originally published by Bloomberg, cannot be verified as many of the company names are shells for who's operating in the Drone Dominance Program. Which, by the way, I would pay attention to the Drone Dominance Program because rumors are swirling that the US government is going to do the same type of program for civilian and enterprise drones. Who knows if this will actually come to fruition, but that could really scale up manufacturing and provide the drones that we've all been waiting for on the domestic side. Those days are coming, so keep your fingers crossed and be patient because they will come. In our next piece of news, we've talked about how Freefly launched their Flux Lidar, an American-based LiDAR system on their new Astro Max platform. But what we didn't know were some of the details. We got to join Freefly down at the USGS office at the Federal Center in Denver last week to check out their new LiDAR system, which honestly is disrupting the game. How is it doing that? Well, as many of you know, if you've ever used LiDAR, you have to use some sort of proprietary software. It's super expensive. Some people even charge you a subscription to use it. Well, those days are gone, as Freefly is providing their Flow software with each different version of their Flux LiDAR system. This Flow software is free for life. I'm not gonna lie to you, I watched an entire demo. I've actually seen this thing fly. I could not believe they processed their data, their LiDAR and photogrammetric data, in 97 seconds on an iPad. I mean, the level of efficiency from this system is off the charts. So definitely check out Freefly's new Flux LiDAR. Please be aware that there is a Chinese version and there is an American version as well. So pay attention to what core you're buying. In our next piece of news, the US government is getting even more serious about drone enforcement as they have charged a pilot with filming a secret military site in the mid-Atlantic. This pilot is facing charges after allegedly flying near a restricted military installation and capturing and showcasing sensitive footage on YouTube of that installation. So it really goes to show you got to be careful, and the days of just trying to go film things that most likely shouldn't be shot are coming to an end. In other news, it looks like Texas AG's Ken Paxton is suing Anzu for alleged deceptive practices. This is the state of Texas filing a lawsuit against Anzu as they have just announced the end of life for their Raptor series of drones. The allegations include 7 counts under the Texas Deceptive Trade Practices Consumer Protection Act, where the Texas AG states that the Raptor T is a Mavic 3 by DJI painted green. Interesting. In our next piece of news, kamikaze drones struck a commercial aircraft. Yeah, a pilot like what you and I would fly in, especially if we were jumping islands in Hawaii. In Miramar, pilots actually utilized FPV attack drones to strike the aircraft as it was boarding. Wow. That also being said, if you aren't paying attention to the Drone Dominance program, the DoD did select 25 people or 25 companies to build drones for the US military. Please know only 12 of those will make it forward. It's really interesting to see where things are going to go as the US is really pushing American and domestic manufacturing as a whole. I know a lot of people are upset with the whole DJI ban, but it's promising that we're actually seeing money making it into the market developing drones as a whole. That's gonna do it for our news this week. Thanks again for listening and watching and commenting. We've got a couple new YouTube videos coming out that we're really excited about, so stay tuned for those. And if you're not a member at Drone U, well, what are you waiting for? Check it out, thedroneu.com. We'll see you there.